Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. We are watching Tuesday night SmackDown live, or just SmackDown live. And tonight we're gonna have Kofi Kingston. He's gonna call out Randy Orton or address Randy Orton what he had told him, and we are also going to see Roman Reigns tonight and find out maybe before SummerSlam what's going on with the hit and run and the other stuff that's been happening to him with the lighting tower and everything falling on him.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys watching, and the show's about ready to begin. Just watching the end of Modern Family. Oh, getting stoked. Tonight we're just here for 2 hours, and then on Saturday we might do the NXT stuff, but Sunday for sure we will be here at 5 o'clock Eastern for the pre-show for SummerSlam. We are now going live. The SmackDown Live. Just the intro right now.
Detroit, Michigan is our final stop
in Detroit.
SummerSlam this Sunday. Welcome everyone to SmackDown Live.
Charlotte Flair starting out the show.
And what a way to kick things off with the Queen.
In pink. Looks like a pink peacock.
Pretty sure that the designs on the front of her outfit are peacock feathers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Charlotte Flair! Not just the Queen, Phillips, the Queen of all eras. It doesn't get any better than this. The Queen of all eras is going to be tested like she has never been tested before, and what will truly be a dream match as the Queen goes one-on-one with WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus.
Maybe that's why she didn't wrestle very much.
Well, that's the Sunday. That's this Sunday.
Oh,
no one has won more women's championships in the history of this company.
Isn't she supposed to be doing this now?
She might just call somebody out. Or she's in her gear, so maybe she'll wrestle somebody. I don't know.
Toronto, Canada will definitely play a factor this Sunday at SummerSlam. Trish Stratus may have blazed the trail, but Charlotte Flair scorched the earth.
Every time the Queen steps foot in this ring, you all are witnessing greatness. Now, most of us dream of greatness. We strive for it. We desire it. But sadly, you don't have the genetics, the talent, or the discipline to achieve it. So at the end of the day, you either quit, you lie to yourself, or you end up doing something else. Just like my opponent at SummerSlam, Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus, the WWE Hall of Famer, the 7-time women's champion, who when the industry started to change, opted to do something different.
It was the Divas Championship.
A family and a minivan. So you're telling me at the height of the women's evolution that Trish Stratus just wanted to come back for one more match? No, that's not what it is. Trish, you see my greatness and it eats you alive. Because you were never, ever as good as me. See, the athletes of today are far more superior than they were yesterday. And Trish, you don't believe it, do you? No, because you want that one more match. You want that big comeback match in your home country in front of your precious children and your husband in Canada. I'm going to tell you, not only will your dreams not come true, I'm going to shatter them.
Dream Shatter.
Dream Shatter.
So please, take a look at a few highlights.
We're going to go with some highlights of Charlotte's career. It's a very short career, so it should be interesting.
So definitely not a lot of highlights then.
Cute. She's been there for 2 years. She did get to headline WrestleMania because Ronda Rousey wouldn't have been able to do it alone with Becky. Oh, Trish is coming out. Maybe? Or is this still highlights? That looks like a highlight. But that was Charlotte in the ring disappointed.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're playing
They're playing
highlight reel instead.
Some Stratisfaction highlights. That means next championship for Charlotte will be me.
Charlotte there. To be the woman, you need to beat the woman.
Yeah, you shouldn't beat women. No beating women. It's a rule.
Pretty sure that women can beat up other women. That's fine.
What's funny about that section? That was disrespect. Someone tell me fire.
Here she comes.
Charlotte Flair was expecting. That was a showcase of the Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus. Surprise, surprise, Queen. Here comes your SummerSlam opponent.
Still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Not what you were expecting, huh?
She hijacked
Oh, you don't
it.
like that. You don't like that, dude, because the queen isn't used to not getting what she wants, huh?
Trish, I thought I spotted your minivan in the staff parking lot.
That's cute. Cute.
Some big ol' spiked heels. And she's still only up to Charlotte's chin.
Right?
The reason I played that video was to remind you of why you're even here. And why you've been given these opportunities. These amazing history-making opportunities.
She gave me her history lesson today.
You're right. I have been dreaming of one more match.
One more match.
You're right.
She's already getting
It's been eating at me because you are the embodiment of everything I fought for.
jealousy.
So yeah, I want one more match. And maybe it's to prove it to my kids or to these fans. But also is to prove it to me. To quote the great Harley Race, there is no greater feeling in the world than to be under these bright lights. And I want that. I need that. So Charlotte, you may be the queen, but in the end, you're not me.
Coach wasn't you.
Well, she's not trying to be you.
Charlotte has to be herself.
She's her dad.
Well, yeah, that's true. She does try to be her dad too.
Trish.
Welcome to your nightmare.
Because this Sunday, I'm going to make you bow down to the queen.
They should make it a loser has to bow. They did
Well,
that.
she's the queen when you
Oh! I think
Ooh,
she smacked her like at the
slapped
top of
her.
her head.
No bounds.
She's
Stratus is
got her.
game and ready.
It looks like there's a mark. Oh, it's her hair. Never mind. It looked like there was one of those welts, but it's just her hair
Yeah.
stuck in her mouth.
Benji continuing to boil over here.
Is she gonna be a better person and not smack her back yet?
Yeah, she's just smiling at her. Charlotte got smacked in the face, and now she's just walking off, smiling.
Who's the bully now, Trish? Woo!
Trish picking
Trish
on the
Stratus is a
youngsters.
bully. Trying to make herself relevant again.
Old Trisha Stratus.
Discretion's the better part of valor. He knows what lies ahead at SummerSlam. Charlotte Flair has
Well, that was
the opportunity
interesting.
to extinguish Trish Stratus' dreams.
I guess they don't want Charlotte to touch her until Sunday.
SmackDown Live, it's been dominating the headlines here at WWE. The past
We got Roman Reigns' exclusive interview.
Sometime tonight.
It'll be a little bit later.
Exclusive interview with the big dog on his
Ooh, hopefully it won't be another trap.
I cannot wait to hear from Roman Reigns, and I can't wait to be powered by
New Day against Daniel Bryan and Rowan. They just call him Rowan now. Eric Rowan.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan. And from New Day to
Oh yeah, Kevin Owens show. Shane McMahon's going to be a guest star.
of the KO show on SmackDown Live 5 nights before Kevin Owens does battle with the best in the world at SummerSlam.
Best
Shane McMahon
in
is
the
very
world.
special guest. And also at SummerSlam, rather one last hometown symbol, let's face the icon Goldberg at the biggest event of the summer. But first, can he get past the legend Rey Mysterio? Ziggler and Rey is next.
Ziggler and Rey Mysterio. Interesting.
The story of a pair of lone.
It'll probably be Andrade Cien Almas might interfere.
Possibly.
I don't think they call him Cien Almas anymore. I think they just call him Andrade.
Yeah, that was pretty much his name on Raw last night.
Last
So are they not going to, are they not keeping SmackDown and Raw as separate as they were?
So they have a wild card rule in effect. So they can have I think it's 5 guys go back and forth. But I don't know how long that's going to last. Because they give Bischoff reign over this show, and then they have Paul Heyman, Paulie Dangerously, over Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would assume those guys will want to hold on to their own guys.
Right.
Or at least maybe they'll do a redraft after SummerSlam this Sunday. So maybe Monday will be a draft. I don't know. That's just complete speculation. I would assume at some point they're going to try to do a full-on redraft. So the talent's a little bit more equally distributed.
Right.
Instead of just moving the stars back and forth.
Right.
So, because right now, you're nothing. There's no matches. And we're already, 15 minutes in? And we haven't seen a match yet. And who knows what's next, if they're going to, never mind, we know who's next. Rey Mysterio's next against Dolph Ziggler. But anyways, I just feel like they need to add more matches to these shows if they're going to have them. I was reading a little bit about AEW. They've released their next 2 dates because they have to have a show every week.
Right.
Going forward, and so they got 2 more, but they don't have their 3rd show out. I think they need to release, or at least get their stadiums booked a couple months out.
Right.
So people can start saving their money if they're going to go to those events, because it's not cheap. It's not just the ticket, 40, 60, 80, 120, whatever they are.
Right.
There's more to it than that.
Yeah, there's travel if it's not in your area.
Right, or
There's
if it's closed.
hotel stays if it's not in your area. Even if it's close, you still.
Yeah.
It might be hours away. It might not just be down the road. I mean, if you're lucky enough to live in a bigger city where they have a stadium or have something they can utilize for their shows, then it's not so bad. But
like ours would be
don't.
Salt Lake City or Boise, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They would. I doubt they'll ever come to Boise, so it'll be Salt Lake. Raw, not Raw, but WWE every once in a while will go to Boise. But WCW used to come through this area all the time. They were always in Salt Lake, and it was great. You got a lot of good shows I watched Goldberg do the jackknife to the Big Show, when the Big Show was all jacked, when he was all big dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was way better in the 90s. But I think everybody was juicing back then, too.
Right.
But anyways, WCW would go up and down the West Coast a lot. So, where WWF will, but they'll skip Utah. So they'll go in through Phoenix, and then they'll come up California's coast, and then sometimes they'll head all the way up even to Seattle and everything, but then they go back to the east. And they're always going to be on the East Coast. I mean, Madison Square Garden's basically their home arena. That's where it all started. Vince Sr. Is this back on?
So they're showing a highlight of Dolph on the Miz show signing the contract.
It is you versus someone else.
The Miz's jacket. Dolph
It's not
for sure thought he was going to be going up against
Shawn Michaels.
My jaw absolutely dropped at the sound of this. None other than Goldberg answering the call. An anecdote settlers run down the legends of WWE.
So I've got to see him live.
Especially Goldberg.
He's probably the only guy in WWF that I've seen live.
Dolph Ziggler! You're next. And Goldberg's next match is with Ziggler at SummerSlam Sunday.
Alright. We get to see him right now. Here comes Goldberg down to the ring. We're gonna headbutt the door. That was a headbutt. Oh god. It's Dolph. He's coming down to the ring to Goldberg's music.
I guess the mind games are getting from Dolph Ziggler.
Does he have an American flag on his pants?
Yeah, I think so.
Stars and stripes. Stars on one side and stripes on the other.
Yes.
But it looks black.
Some weird pink stuff. Yes,
And
it's
it's
black
a
and
pink.
white or black and silver.
Pink patches on his pants.
Pink design on there.
Look at Dolph Ziggler.
They don't do the fireworks anymore, but Goldberg did right there. The fireworks would come on and you couldn't see him. And he'd breathe all the smoke in and then he'd blow it out.
Introducing first.
Probably about first one.
I'm sure it was.
Probably that's why they probably stopped.
Well, they just don't do fireworks anymore. I wish they'd bring back the fireworks. But they bought all those lights supposed to make it cool. But
If this is what it takes for Ziggler,
I think a lot of people like fireworks.
This coming Sunday with the iconic
But they weren't
Goldberg.
reusable.
Whatever
Right.
Dolph's gonna do, more power to him. Dolph's had 24 hours to let the news digest it. Yeah, he's gonna do whatever he can to get to the head of Goldberg
619.
before he faces a
He had a great
WWE
match
Hall of
last
Famer
night.
This Sunday at SummerSlam.
Yeah, he did.
Can
That
he
was
take
pretty
out the
intense
greatest
and amazing.
masked superstar ever
Came out with the
that
L,
WWE
which is
has
cheating. Andrade,
Yeah.
Selena Vega.
From San Diego, California, weighing in 170 pounds, Ray Mysterio! Staying away to rebound from a grueling matchup last night on Monday Night Raw against Andrade.
High five and kiss. Do they have
Continue to
Santa
build
hats
some
on?
sort of positive momentum
I
as
don't
we wind
know.
down the summer and head for the biggest party.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! Cheap shot!
Dolph jacked him from behind.
Is
he pulling his mask off? Everybody's going after his mask.
That's a new thing.
If he wants to stay in any
Why?
chance of toppling Goldberg.
Oh, sweet chin music. Match hasn't started yet, so you can't disqualify him.
Another quarter against another legend. Really trying to mentally psych himself up for the challenge ahead.
It's like a little kid having a tantrum at
Ray's
this point.
completely down, laid out. They got a couple referees out there and an official. An Irish official.
Because he has red hair. Or is
The
that a
ginger.
wrestler?
Oh, Ziggler's going out again. Another sweet chin music. Super kick.
Dolph Ziggler has come unglued tonight.
He's come unglued. He's completely unstable. He's off his bed.
Oh, he's going to talk. He's going to address the crowd. Let's see what he says.
What's he gonna say?
Should have been me. That's what he said to Kofi.
Oh, another legend goes down, courtesy of DZ.
DZ.
All the legends can keep crawling back here, and the same damn thing's gonna happen every time. The nostalgia isn't enough. Goldberg wants to fight me at SummerSlam. Goldberg says I'm next. Guess what, Goldberg? I do what I do best on Sunday at SummerSlam. I end the legend of Goldberg. So I'm not next.
What's going to happen when
Goldberg,
he becomes a
this
legend?
match at SummerSlam is your last.
Hilarious.
Obviously very fired up.
I guess he didn't want to say your name.
Declaration by Dolph Ziggler.
I thought he was going to.
I don't know that I've seen Dolph Ziggler this motivated, especially not recently. Oh, hold on a second.
Mustafa Ali.
There's Ali making on one of his role models, Rey Mysterio. Wait a minute, Ali's climbing into the ring. Ziggler, super kick, and Ali dropped him. Ali clearly did not approve of Dolph Ziggler's actions.
Taking out Dolph.
Ziggler. Ali bringing the fight to Ziggler. on SmackDown Live.
Glorious peace, blah, blah. I don't know the words. So,
Finally, open for business.
we'll keep. I guess I can still mute it, right?
I'm gonna lay
Yeah.
cards with
Because it'll just show
I'm going to
the-
mute it, but it's still on in the little corner. It's Ali. I think he's going for a mic. So he's got a mic. He's talking. We have no idea what he's saying. He's pointing to the back. He's pointing to Dolph to get in the ring with him. He's walking around.
He's very upset.
Seems very upset. Dolph's shaking his head, no thank you. Oh, he's getting the crowd all pumped up. I can't even read
You
the
dropped the
lips.
mic again.
Yeah, referee's in the ring. I don't know if the referee's going to make a match out of this or what's happening. Dolph's throwing his arms up. The referee is in the ring, telling him he has to get in, I think. Oh, he got in. So it looks like a match. Oh, I thought Ali was going to beat him the first move of the match.
Right.
He did a quick roll up.
But Dolph has got the upper hand now.
Yeah, Dolph put his head in the turnbuckle.
He's
Got him down. He's gonna throw him into the next corner. Oh, it's a reversal.
It's a good thing
Snap
they're not
hair.
girls. They'd be going after their hair, pulling
Right.
each other's hair out.
Ali flips outside, goes off the top. I don't know what just happened there. Ali
Weird
went to the
headbutt?
floor,
I think it was a headbutt of some kind.
and Dolph went down also. I thought it was supposed to be like a knee or something. That was brutal. Both men are down. Ali's outside the ring. Dolph just rolled outside the ring. He's going after Ali on the outside. He's grabbed him. He's got him in a chokehold of some sort. Head to the stairs. Dolph strutting around like a peacock. Ali's down. He's going to throw him back into the ring. Ali's in the ring. Dolph follows. 1, 2, kick out. Yeah, they both got really long hair, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good thing they're not girls that they be grabbing each other's hair at this point.
Dolph's slapping him in the face, slapping the back of his head,
Yelling at
throwing
him
his
about
arms up.
something.
No idea what they're saying.
He's like, oh.
Ali's fighting his way back.
Oh,
Dolph
and I kicked him.
kicked him in the belly, in the
Throwing
midsection.
him into the ropes.
Bam.
Ooh.
I don't know you call that move.
And then he's floundering around like a fish on a deck without any oxygen.
On the dock. Dolph's showboating, trying to grind him down here. I think he's raking his eyes, but he's hiding it from the referee so the referee can't see that his fingers are in Ali's eyes. Just grinding him down with an old-fashioned, I guess you'd call it like a sleeper hold. It's just a headlock. Ali's fighting out of it. Broke it. Dolph with big right hand. Ali's back down.
Oh. We
Back
finally
here on SmackDown
got
Live, this match is ready
from our
to finish
commercial.
the commercial. Ooh, Ali bringing the fight to Dolph Ziggler after Ziggler jumped Rey Mysterio, the legend, before their matchup.
Looks like Ali's taking the upper hand.
Ali for coming out here and saying, Dolph, what you did wasn't right. I'm going to stand up for Rey, and I'm going to give you a fight that you
Now
want.
we know what was kind of
Standing up
sad.
for other legends of WWE, and speaking of which, it's the Hall of Famer Goldberg.
I guess
who
they
will try
don't
to
just do
silence
play-by-play.
Dolph
I was
Ziggler
like,
this
how do they
Sunday
do it?
at
They just talk.
SummerSlam. Ali out of the way just in time.
There's no play-by-play.
Right to the forehead of Ziggler. Now measuring Ziggler and an homage
I guess I'll
to
have to
one
practice
legend, a Hall of
doing
Famer
play-by-play.
X-Pac. There's a cover and a kick out.
I'll get
Can you imagine Ali scoring a victory over Dolph Ziggler? How much would that ruin Ziggler's night? Certainly derail any sort of momentum Dolph Ziggler hopes to build
Dolph
leading
has
into
to
this
win,
Sunday.
right? Like,
Take one more look
doesn't make
back
any
at this
sense.
incredible kick from Ali. So precise, right between the eyes of Dolph Ziggler. But Dolph continuing to fight. And now Ziggler was in the middle of the ropes. The officials trying to separate them.
Boom.
Ziggler
Big ol'
takes
clothesline.
advantage. Just take a second to realize the level of competitor that Dolph Ziggler is. Was prepared for a match with Rey Mysterio, not Ali. But Dolph is still bringing the fight to Ali tonight. Dolph Ziggler is motivated to end the legend of Goldberg this Sunday at SummerSlam. And now you could call it tuning it up to band. Again, a move that he has stolen from the Hall of Famer Shawn
go.
Michaels. Sweet chin music.
Oh,
Wait a
Ali
minute,
ducked
no
it,
way.
rolled him up.
Looking for the cover.
Oh.
Ray Ziggler.
He's actually
Oh, and a
pretty lucky
headbutt.
the ref didn't put his hand up.
There it is.
That's it.
Off the super
One,
kick. Ziggler
2, 3.
puts away Ali before SummerSlam. Here is your winner.
He got him with the super kick and 1, 2, 3. Just
I guarantee
out of nowhere.
Goldberg was looking on, and I assure you that Goldberg realizes
I haven't seen Dolph win a match in years.
Wow.
Chin music, like he just did.
Wow.
If it stopped,
Good for Dolph.
Goldberg dead in his tracks.
Ali's still laid out until 3.
The question is this.
They could have totally played it up, had him beat him, and then Goldberg come down and
at
match.
SummerSlam.
Right.
I guess that
Goldberg.
no Goldberg on
steps to the ring against the
SmackDown tonight.
dominant Hall of Famer Goldberg this Sunday at SummerSlam. And, speaking of which, one story that is absolutely dominating WWE this past week has been all these incidents that have been going on with Roman Reigns. It's really been one of the most jarring and trying weeks in the career of the big dog. And
Everybody's making fun of it on the internet. They're like, wouldn't it be hilarious if it was an Uso drunk that hit him?
The big dog, Roman Reigns, is on.
His whole family member.
Tell us
Drunk driving a forklift.
Who his
Drunk
opponent for
driving.
SummerSlam
Car.
will be. And here he is. Wait, Roman, watch out!
Let's go, Uso.
Highlights of the sound system follow.
I guess you just need like ominous music, and you can just make anything like in the stadium.
Really crazy camera
And you gotta
work.
get that
Yeah.
not the ear pitch like in the 80s. That's how they did it in the 80s.
Right.
Not that one.
Not that one, Charlie.
It's the wrong one.
I got people accusing me for trying to take out
shut
Roman
Raw
Reigns.
down.
Accusations that Roman Reigns may not have made, but he's not out here denying it. So the show is getting shut down until I get the apology that I
I'll count to
deserve.
3. 1, 2, 3. I thought all night.
Roman's in the park.
Right?
I'm gonna go crazy.
It's like my mom. You better go to your room or else what? We'll find out if it was a drunken Uso tonight. But we'll find out.
Get him back out here!
We know it wasn't Samoa Joe.
Unless it's paid somebody to do it. I mean, he could have paid somebody.
So they had the camera in the car.
Did they?
Yeah, that last one was the camera angle from the car's point of view.
Wow.
Pretty sure
Definitely not
Big
just some
dog
weird
made a
random
career
thing.
That must be coming up.
overcoming adversity, trials,
putting
and
his little belt mic
tribulations,
on
but
this.
perhaps nothing like he has experienced this past week. Near catastrophe at every turn. We hear from Roman next.
That's next.
Coming up next.
Drunken Uso. I forget it's his cousins, though.
That's what I said. So family is all after it. It's a family thing.
That wouldn't really make a
Got some
lot of sense.
family issues going on there that nobody knows about.
It's got to be Daniel Bryan. At least that's the big rumors, is it's Daniel Bryan.
Mm.
Although it wasn't a hybrid
No,
or a whatever.
it looked like it was a Toyota of some kind.
Don't they make Prius?
Maybe a Mazda. I was trying to think what the emblem on the back of the car was.
I didn't see it.
And it's not a Prius. You need to look up the pictures of Priuses so that you know what they look like.
Maybe it's a luxury Prius.
They don't look like that either.
Do they make that? Is
I
that
don't
a car?
know.
Is that a thing?
Would they have a luxury?
Is that real?
I mean, is the luxury ones where you like make up your own fuel and put it in them?
Bacon grease or whatever.
Oh, you can't use bacon
Fry
grease.
oil.
You can't use anything that has anything to do with animals.
They're not. You could drive a Prius and eat meat.
Nope.
There's no rules.
That's a rule. You can't.
It's not a rule.
Totally a rule.
It's not only vegans buy Priuses.
It is.
That's under the area. Anyways, what do you guys think about Roman Reigns? Who you think he's gonna be fighting at SummerSlam? You can leave a comment in the comment section if we have people watching. I don't even
So
know.
he's going to. So he doesn't have a match set up then.
No, but
Oh,
we'll
okay.
find out tonight. I'm sure there's something gonna
So
happen.
they're gonna try to make a match out of all this weirdness that's going on.
Something's gonna happen, right? Or they wouldn't. be
Somebody
doing
is
it.
stalking him and wanting to kill him. They're like, I gave you
want him
cancer,
dead.
so you
I want his
die.
family dead.
And then you
I
beat
want a house burnt to
cancer.
the ground. I want to go to his house and piss on his ass. It's Intouchables.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to pee on somebody's ashes.
Ellie and Ness.
Don't do
Al Capone wanted to be on Ellie and Ness. He wanted to give him a golden shower.
Like R. Kelly.
Pull some R. Kelly out. So, SmackDown hasn't been the best show.
Not yet.
Raw's definitely was better by this
Yeah,
point.
it was a lot more exciting. A lot more things were happening. I mean, the most excitement that we're maybe have was the fact that Dolph Ziggler came out to Goldberg's music and
That got me excited.
intro, and then beat the poo out of Rey Mysterio before they even got into the ring, and freaking out about legends, which is so funny because at some point he's going to become a legend, right? I mean, he's been in the business for a long time. At some point.
Shawn Michaels was quoted as saying that the dinosaurs all need to leave when he was younger,
Mhm.
and now he won't leave.
Yeah,
So he's doing the same thing. So it's going to be the same thing with Dolph. Like, Dolph will become a legend and then want one more match or to be around.
to be relevant.
And then some young buck's going to play off that. I'm sure they all respect each other. It's just, I don't know if Shawn Michaels actually respected his elders at the time.
I don't think so. I don't think he respects them now. I think Shawn Michaels
Well, he
is
did.
a
He
douchebag.
hated them.
I'm sure he still does. I don't think that he really has respect for him. I think that he just plays a part at this point because he wants to still be relevant in wrestling, and so that's the only way he can be relevant in wrestling is for him to be quote unquote supposedly nice and supportive. But
Thanks to the
I
Black
think that he
Keys for Growth, an official theme song of
He's a
WWE
trainer for the
SummerSlam from the album Let's Rock,
He
available now
works
on
for
Apple
NXT.
Music and Spotify.
I think he ran out of money.
I'm surprised.
Roman Reigns
I would want to train with them.
harrowing week here
Stupid
in
moves.
WWE. But first, I want to turn our attention to an match we're scheduled for this Sunday at SummerSlam. It was last night on Raw that Paul Heyman claimed there was only one reason why Seth Rollins will show up this Sunday in Toronto to challenge Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
Seth Rollins is winning that match.
That Seth Rollins
Supposedly. He guarantees it.
then he does brave.
They wouldn't be playing him up as such a victim if he wasn't going to win.
After the beatdown that occurred
My
last
question
week at the hands
is he going to
of
have how much
Brock Lesnar,
interference
I
to
could not
be able
believe
to
Seth
win?
Rollins showed up.
Because
I don't know how
something
he's
has to
gonna
happen
wounded Seth
for
Rollins
the
was about to
wounded
make
Seth
one of
Rollins
the
in order to
dumbest
be able to do
decisions
that.
of his career. Seth is a friend of mine. I consider him a very close friend. This was just an ill-advised decision where Seth Rollins' pride could be his downfall. I gotta agree with you, Corey. Brock Lesnar once again completely having his way with Seth Rollins, and I have no idea how Rollins is going to be able to compete this Sunday.
I think he's gonna win it. So.
This is all I've got.
Well, with this
I don't
lame-ass
think
speech
I
that he
don't
had
think it's a speech.
prepared.
I actually don't want either one of them to win.
And I'll be Brock Lesnar. I guarantee it.
Who do you think needs to have the, what is it, the heavyweight champion?
Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
guarantee, but will he be
Drew
able to
McIntyre.
repeat the impossible task and take the Universal Championship?
Obviously, there has to be a build
of the
for it.
beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. Lesnar defense against Rollins this Sunday.
I mean, hypothetically, they could have Bobby Lashley come down and
The
attack
Viper has
Brock,
doubted the credibility of Kofi
and then
Kingston as
Seth
WWE
wins,
champion.
and then
Now
they
it's
can play
Kingston's
that up
chance to
until
silence the Viper.
WrestleMania.
Kofi Kingston defends the
have
WWE championship
McIntyre
against
wrestle
Randy Orton this Sunday. Back on the Raw
Seth
side, the women's
at
championship will be defended, but in a submission match. It's the man's Disarm Her versus Natalia's sharpshooter.
That's
Becky
Natalya.
Lynch defends in Toronto.
It looks like
Sunday.
Dana Brooke.
SmackDown Women's Champion
Huh,
Bayley
didn't
said,
even look
I
like
want to give
Natalya.
opportunities to new superstars, and that opportunity
Ember Moon
has been
got
presented
handed a
to the
chance.
War Goddess. Bayley defends
did
the
not earn
SmackDown
it.
Women's Championship against Ember Moon. Ricochet has had no shortage of problems recently with AJ Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, the
That's
OC.
gonna be a fun match.
Styles defends his United States Championship against the former champion this Sunday. And also, it is Finn Balor who will climb into the ring with the
Bray
Fiend, Bray Wyatt, for the first time
That should be
ever.
fun.
The Fiend
I hope
will be in action.
Finn
Can
is
Balor handle
the
what
demon.
Fiend brings to
Oh,
SummerSlam?
yeah.
We'll find out this Sunday.
But I don't think Vince wants the demon to lose. I think he wants him to be undefeated kind of a thing. I mean, it would be cool. They tried to do this rivalry before, and it was getting weird, like dumb weird. They were gonna have like Ray dressed up as Sister Abigail, like a woman,
Roman
then he got
Reigns having
sick.
one of the most difficult
And
weeks
they're
of
like,
his
everybody
career
was
in
like,
WWE. Right now, we want to hear from the big dog as he sat down
Right?
with
That's just weird.
Roman,
A
before
huge
we get
scale.
started, I just want to say thank you
This
for
was
taking the time
earlier
to speak with
today.
me tonight. Now, after all that you have endured this past week, my first question is, how are you keeping it together?
I've been through so much this year, especially this year. You know, so many obstacles and adversity. But I've always known what was going on. I've always known what was attacking me.
God, somebody just.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's attacking me, why they're attacking me. I'm in the dark here.
Holy
Well, there's no
Lord,
question.
dude.
Literally
Someone
in
or
the dark.
someone's are out
I
to
wish
get
he
you.
was in the
How is
dark.
this affecting your life?
No, I seriously wish that
WWE
they
is
turned the
offering me
lights out and he
personal
was in the
security.
dark.
I'm a man who does things on his own. You know, it's one thing to be in that ring.
He's so
It's
nice
another to
and he's
attack
so
me
hard to
backstage.
like.
It's another to try to hit me with a car. This has affected
As a
my
wrestler.
life. It's affected my
I'm sure as a
livelihood
human
and,
being, he's
and
probably
the
a very
opportunity
nice person.
to protect and provide for my
You know,
family.
and whatnot. But
Well, now
I don't
I'm
like
going to ask
him
a question
honestly.
that everyone has been speculating
At
about.
all.
You know, there have
He
been
does.
rumors circulating online
I'm sure he
and
has
in the
fans.
locker room, but
I'm sure
I
there's
wanna
plenty
ask
of people
you,
who think he's the best.
who do
in
you
the
think is
world.
responsible?
Does he know? Is he not going to say
Is he
who
gonna
he
say
I
is?
know he's not.
I know who's not.
He was there last night and he wasn't the attacker. Samoa Joe. I feel like I should publicly apologize to him.
Oh, we got his apology. We can go on with Monday
Joe, I'm
Night Raw
sorry,
next
man.
week.
Oh, thank goodness. I
I didn't
mean,
mean for you
after
to
all,
have
we were
your
kind of
name
worried
dragged
that
through
that
the
wasn't
mud.
going to
You're
happen.
not a part of this whole situation for sure. I apologize.
They're proud
But
of
somebody's still out there. The attacker's still out there. I've seen the footage. I got questions. I'm gonna make sure I get some answers tonight.
We gotta find out tonight,
Maybe.
which we already know.
No.
On the mind of
You're
former
speculating,
Now we got
you know.
mind of the
Natalia
superstars who will
here.
challenge for the Raw Women's Championship this Sunday
Got
at
some cleavage
SummerSlam.
going.
It's Challenger versus Challenger. Natalia takes on
Hey,
Ember
I just said
Moon
that last night.
next
She needs
on
to wear
SmackDown
pink.
Live.
Yeah,
And
you
now she's
did.
wearing pink. NXT TakeOver. That Riddle guy, he doesn't wear shoes. Anyways, he threw out a pitch in a baseball game the other day and then attacked their mascot. Pinned him and got a belt.
What was the mascot for what?
I don't know.
Was it like just a
It was like a
AAA or
purple
something?
dinosaur or something. It might have been a Rockies game. I don't know.
Oh.
But it was pretty fun. No, it was a Major League game.
Oh, okay.
For the NXT title, the score will be settled.
I was trying to see the start time of that. There it is.
Streaming
5.
live on WWE Network.
No,
This
7
Saturday,
Eastern,
7
so-
Eastern, 4 Pacific.
5 more.
As
I don't know if
always,
they have a
WWE
pre-show
Network is free
for
for new
NXT.
subscribers.
I don't know.
Nacho
75
Fries
our
Cheesy
time, that's
Cook
not-
strikes all the right.
Anyways, I'm going to shut that down because that's loud. But anyways, yeah, I was just saying last night that Natalia needed to wear some pink.
Right?
I wonder if she's going to, I wonder if Becky's here too or if she's going to wrestle just one of the SmackDown ladies.
They just said she's wrestling challenger, Ember Moon. So Natalia
Oh.
is going to be wrestling Ember Moon. It just said that. Challenger versus
interesting.
Challenger. It's up next.
How is that going to end? Huh.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, it really doesn't make.
Well, if Ember loses, then she'll lose to Bayley. But if Ember wins, then Natalia loses to Becky.
Is that how that works?
Well, I mean, they're not going to have somebody lose and then win. So it's got to be a disqualification or some sort of a interference or like it just can't be a legit match with a legit winner, right?
Right.
Like they don't do that anymore. I wish they did. That's the stuff I was talking about last night. 'Cause I just want to see matches of people that actually have a match and then it's over and done with. But they just don't do that stuff anymore.
Hmm.
Everything has to be long and drawn out, and 12 matches, not even 12, 6 matches, not even 6, maybe 5 matches during the whole entire program. There's just not a lot of matches on SmackDown, and Raw only has a couple more.
Right. Hmm.
Dead time. I'm supposed to be talking.
Then talk.
Well, the whole time.
Talk about your wrestling stuff.
I am talking.
Are you?
Quiet, quiet, quiet. What? Is how quiet you want to be?
No. Look, you can talk about stuff.
I have been talking about stuff.
You're the wrestling guru.
Well, I'm just saying that I don't want to sit here and just complain about wrestling either. I mean, there's obviously good parts about it, but it's just really hard to watch.
I think it probably just stems from the fact of what you were used to years and years ago, and it's just different now.
Down Live, we want to take this opportunity to acknowledge a great loss that the WWE Universe felt late last week. A true legend here at WWE,
Harley
one of the
Race.
great pillars of this business. Harley Race passed away at the age of 76. Right now, we want to take this opportunity to look back at the indelible legacy of the Hall of Famer, Harley Race.
This past week, the world of sports entertainment lost a legend.
Introducing from Kansas City, Missouri, Harley Race.
Harley Race's career was one decorated in championship gold as he held the NWA World Heavyweight Championship an astonishing 8 times.
Anybody that faced Harley Race when he was the world champion, you knew that you were in for a real fight.
Harley was a workhorse. He was very proud of that championship.
You're walking in against a man that has survived every obstacle that's ever been thrown in front
Gotta
of
love
me.
Harley Race.
Harley engaged in epic title versus title clashes with WWE champions superstar Billy Graham and Bob Backlund.
Right here, Daddy, is the Muhammad Ali of it all.
But as perhaps perhaps best remembered for his epic rivalry with the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
The single toughest, most intense wrestler I've ever been in the ring with in my entire life.
Harley would join the WWE in 1986 and go on to win King of the Ring, after which he would nobly refer to himself as King Harley Race.
I crown you the King, handsome Harley Race.
I've listened to Hall of Famers tell story after story about the toughness and the skill that Harley Race possessed. That's what makes him one of the greatest superstars of all time.
After an illustrious 25-year in-ring career, Harley retired from competition in 1990 and began managing for WCW's Lex Luger and Vader, leading them both to WCW World Championships. And in 2004, Harley Race would take his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I've been an extremely blessed human being. God gave me the talent to work in this business. And there's not a better spot on earth than under those bright lights.
Harley Race, one of the baddest dudes to ever step in the ring, a legitimate tough guy, and a guy that every single body in the whole business had nothing but high regard and total respect for.
Harley Race passed away this past week at the age of 76. We at WWE send our deepest sympathies to his family and loved ones. Harley Race will forever be remembered by his WWE family as a friend, a mentor, and a champion.
76, that's pretty young.
Yeah. But, you know, he was a wrestler and basically a sports person and hard on your body.
Who's next? Natalia. So it's Natalia Moon.
Yep.
That should be interesting.
The following contest is a women's division match.
They're both little women.
Introducing first, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalia. Pay close attention to the focus being displayed by
another
Natalia,
submission
because
match?
Natalia realizes the opportunity at hand this coming Sunday. Well, she had an opportunity last night on Raw in a tag team match. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair against Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer, and Natalia. Natalia would take the walking away of Charlotte Flair, the distraction, an opportunity to put the sharpshooter on Becky Lynch. This is the prime example of the focus Natalia possesses at this very moment. Yes, it cost Natalia the match by disqualification, but it was about inflicting punishment. It was about gaining a mental advantage over Becky Lynch prior to SummerSlam.
And
Trish Stratus is just trying to help cooler heads prevail. You can see how fired up and intense Natalia is before her matchup against Becky Lynch, but is Lynch seriously hurt potentially going into SummerSlam? Well, I doubt Becky Lynch is 100% as we head to Toronto, but Becky better find a way to heal as quickly as possible, because in a submission match, the Raw Women's Championship is up for grabs. It's the disarm versus the Hart Family sharpshooter. It all happens this Sunday, streaming live on the WWE Network. And it's Natalia who has a championship opportunity Sunday in Toronto.
Atrocious on the microphone.
Ember Moon with an opportunity at the SmackDown Women's Championship this Sunday at SummerSlam. Now, last week,
She's wearing her animal furs.
Tag team alongside the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. It was Bayley who helped Ember Moon up off the mat after a difficult fight, but then it was Bayley with the Bayley to her SummerSlam challenger. Well, can't forget the fact that the week prior, Ember Moon delivered an eclipse to Bayley. And Bayley hasn't forgotten that. Bayley was happy to put Ember back down on the mat. And this Sunday, Bayley has an opportunity to vanquish Ember Moon back to the ranks of the women's division. Yeah, Corey, you mentioned Ember Moon delivering that eclipse to Bayley. I actually had a very interesting conversation with Ember Moon. She said, listen, I only see it as a charity case. I feel like Bayley picked me because she knows she can beat me. It's up to me to prove that I belong in this match. Well, that's the mentality Ember Moon's going to have to possess this Sunday.
Why they're having this match.
Look at the power of Natalia.
What is the
Italian fist and I don't know that I've ever seen this level of intensity out of
You'll find out
Natalia.
at the end. Somebody's
touched on
gonna do
earlier,
something.
Natalia is one of the longest
It's not
standing
just going to be a
superstars in
straight
this
out
women's
match. It
division.
can't be. It wouldn't make sense.
She's going to be in her home country. She's going to have her family there. There's a great deal of pressure. Oh, kick right to the draw by Moon that Natalia has to deal with this Sunday. Well, Natalia sent face first to the canvas, and Byron asked the question, is Bayley ready for this?
She's going for it already.
Ember Moon is operating on a different plane right now. Natalia, who was thinking about ending it early, was
Natalia's a
Ember
little
Moon.
too
A
smart
better
for that.
maneuver by Natalia, roll to the outside, although Ember able to regain
A little too crafty.
control for the moment.
Ember missed
With
with
a
a
clothesline on
clothesline.
the outside, Natalia.
Oh, right to the chest.
Right to the sternum of Natalia. Ember's on fire right now. I know Bayley's out to elevate the SmackDown Women's Division. Oh, it could be the end of her title reign Sunday at SummerSlam. Oh, big clothesline by Natalia. I guarantee you Bayley's watching out, enjoying every moment of this right now. Looking for the sharpshooter on the outside of the ring.
Sharpshooter, that's it.
Tenacity of Natalia.
The referee's going to double count
This is
now.
a message. The referee's counting.
That's a female referee.
Yes.
That's going to be a count.
How long did it take you to notice
Two
that?
nights in a row. And now you're willing to sacrifice a victory.
I didn't know they had females up yet.
So it happened like you said it was. They just had basically a disqualification happen. So they were both counted out, and now Bayley's coming down.
Bayley's trying to break it.
She looks like she's trying to climb Natalia off Ember Moon. Natalia's the issues between Natalia and Becky Lynch.
She pushed Bayley and then ran off.
In such short order. Natalia is hell-bent.
Well, they can't make
capturing
her
the Raw
look
Women's
big.
Championship this Sunday. I would imagine that Bayley wants Ember Moon to be 100% this Sunday for their
Bayley
championship
came down
match.
and helped Ember.
Hugger. I don't think Ember Moon wants a hug from you. You were kind of mean to her the last time.
Yeah, cooties.
So sportsmanship for Bayley. He's doing a championship state of mind.
Well, that was a fun little weird interlude.
Are they not going to call him?
Xavier Woods and Big E, who will take on the former champions.
I don't think so.
Bryan and Rowan. Now this Sunday at SummerSlam, it's Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. And Kevin Owens versus
Kevin Owens show. Here comes Kevin Owens.
We
got another commercial.
As to invite the quote best in the world, Shane McMahon to be a special guest. The Kevin Owens show is next on SmackDown Live.
The Kings.
They're just jacking the commercials out. We are 50 minutes in. We probably had 6 commercials.
Wow. That's crazy.
Lots of commercials.
And very slow moving. Like, there hasn't been anything that's just pumped you up and
There's no good matches so far.
want you to be like, yeah, I can't wait until
All the
what's
matches
next.
are. This is called a take-home show, but usually they try to come to some sort of a side. But in these ones, there's not been. Like Dolph didn't wrestle Goldberg,
Right,
or attack him or anything.
right.
And Natalya didn't get attacked by Becky. Bayley didn't attack Ember. Ember didn't attack Bayley. Like there's nothing climatic at all
Right.
to even get you interested in SummerSlam, even though I'm already interested. Because Raw did a good job of it last night.
Yes.
We've got Kevin Owens next, and he'll be Shane McMahon, which is weird because they're pushing Kevin Owens as a face, and Shane's still the heel.
Oh, okay.
I still think they need to flip that. Kevin Owens is probably their greatest asset that they have on SmackDown because he's very diverse. He can play both, but I think he's a little bit better at being a heel.
Yeah, he is pretty good at
But
that.
he might be able to pull this off as a good guy. Kind of reminds me of Jericho in that way. Jericho could kind of play both, but you made the list. But he turned on Jericho, if you remember.
Yes, he did.
He made his own list, and then Jericho was
On his list, yep.
So, I mean, obviously, at some point they're going to turn him back because that's how WWE works. Then you got the couple guys that'll never change and be bad guys like Roman and John Cena. But
Right.
Cena could have another 10-year run in him if he decided to come back as a heel, like Hulk Hogan did. Well, Cena making movies and Hollywood's gives him a lot more money, and he doesn't have to do as much physical stuff.
Right.
All he has to do is lift weights.
True. I think they're, one of the reasons Roman has stated why he won't be a bad guy is because of his kid. Which is weird, but I guess they don't do communication anymore where you sit down with your children and explain to them that Daddy's playing a bad guy on TV and isn't really a bad guy.
It might just be some fans that they do that a lot with their sales of their merchandise. Like a lot of kids like his merchandise.
Right.
And so if they switch him over, they would have to make sure that they had enough adults buying his stuff to make up for what the kids were buying. I guess so that maybe they go by size, t-shirt size when they're figuring that stuff out.
I have no idea.
I mean, you would think that Vince would care a little bit more because when Rusev, like his calendar sold out in like 5 minutes.
Right.
They decided to make more, and then they started making his shirts because of the Rusev Day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just think there's a lot of backstage drama with Rusev and Vince and everybody because they're not even around. He asked for time off, and you haven't seen him for a while.
Right.
I hope he comes back because I love Rusev. Rusev Day. Kind of a fun time in my life watching Rusev Day. And then the guy that used to sing that, Aiden English, he is now an announcer on 205 Live.
Cricket Wireless, all
okay.
covered in and out of the ring. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the host of the Kevin Owens Show, Kevin Owens!
It'd be funny if they were saying
Kevin Owens on the verge of taking a
the Kevin Owens Show.
Just kind of, this isn't any normal Kevin Owens show, so let's just cut to the chase. Shane McMahon, get out here and let's get this over with. Come on.
What? So like he's trying to make it like it's not really a show. He wants a match with him or something?
Well, he wants Shane out there on the show.
Now we know you love to make a big dramatic entrance, but we have a lot better things to do than wait for your sorry ass. So get out here now.
The money.
Kevin Owens
When he comes out and runs backwards.
You're wondering for a moment ago, this gamble, Kevin Owens.
He has his shoes undone.
Did you see how fast Shane McMahon?
Are they really undone or does he just have like the tongues really far out in order to try
to do with anything?
It's got a lot to do with everything because that's Kevin Owens' competition this Sunday at SummerSlam.
Sunday at SummerSlam is Kevin Owens one-on-one.
Very intense.
Man, remember, if Kevin Owens loses, he must quit WWE. That's why it's such a gamble.
It's quite obvious that Shane McMahon's already underneath Kevin Owens' skin. I mean,
Kevin Owens needs to go to the gym for at least 10 minutes.
Something, right?
Listen,
Kind of let him stuff go a little bit there.
Kevin Owens'
He's always been
because we know Shane
He's never
McMahon
been
has
Shane.
unlimited resources, but Kevin Owens is a grown man making a grown man decision, and he's got to live with
He'd be a
whatever
next
the result
level
is.
talent if he
Right
did
side,
shit.
Kevin Owens had a
He doesn't have to be
fantastic career in
jacked up.
WWE.
Just
I
look
enjoy
like
it.
he's
I'm going to
strong.
miss him a little bit.
Right.
He doesn't even look like he could beat up the postman.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the best in the world. All right, we don't have time for this crap tonight.
Oh, Kevin's saving us well. The best in the world.
We've heard it enough. Shane, I called you out here for a very specific reason. And that's ever since I laid out this challenge and I put my career on the line against you at SummerSlam. I've had people ask me over and over and over again, why isn't Shane's career on the line at SummerSlam? Kevin, why didn't you ask Shane to put his career on the line? And the answer to that is, well, it's simple. It's your last name. It's McMahon. You're a McMahon, so you can say whatever you want and do whatever you want.
Truth.
But the thing is, ever since then, people have been relentless, and I have heard them loud and clear. So I've actually changed my mind. So right here, right now, tonight, Shane, I'm trying to appeal to your
whatever sense of pride you might have, or maybe I should just appeal to that gigantic, disgusting ego of yours. But I'm here to say that since the McMahon family is always talking about how they do what's best for business and what is good for these people, they give these people what they want. I am asking you, at SummerSlam, you put your career on the line too. Be the man you say you are. You beat me, I'm gone. But if I beat you, everybody gets what they want because you are done.
That's interesting. I wonder if they'll just move him over to Raw.
Shane?
Like, obviously they have a plan here, so
Right.
is Shane leaving for a while?
Well, let me ponder that for a second.
He's really pondering it.
That would be an emphatic no.
No.
Kev, you're talking about my ego being out of control. Kevin, it's your ego that got you in this mess in the first place. You're the one who threw out the stipulation that if you lose, which you will quit, and therefore you are gone.
Again?
And Kevin,
Didn't you do
let me
this once
remind
before?
you of all of the ways that can happen. Because, by the
I
way,
pulled the same
it's
tantrum
no shame
before.
in losing to the best
Oh
in
yeah,
the
when he
world.
doesn't quit.
Yeah, he like
But he
threw a
quit
little
for one day.
tantrum.
He was back the
I
next
did what
But
I
when
wanted.
you do, let me lay it out for him. Okay, let me lay this out for you specifically. Number one, I could do it the old-fashioned way, very simply, and pin you right here in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and you are gone. Or I could quickly slap on one of the most devastating submissions you've ever seen, the triangle choke, and Kevin, you can tap out and submit, and the end result is the same. You are gone. Or somehow you can be outside the ring. You could slip on a soda, fall down, get a hangnail, whatever it is, and not make it in before the count of 10. Therefore, you would be gone.
Hell in a Cell.
Or
I think that
this
he's
thing
saying
between
that
you
no
and I
matter
could
what, Kevin
continue,
Owens is
and
probably going to be
obviously
gone.
I'm in your head, and I can push your buttons to the extreme where you freak out, which you will. And at some point, you hit me with something and do something that you get disqualified. But the end result of all of those things, Kevin, is you are gone. Your career will be over, and finally, I will be rid of you.
Of you. He says,
Let
of
me just
you.
get this straight. The point of this entire very painful diatribe is that you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it.
Oh, I'm far smarter than you. Of course not.
Yeah, you know, that's really surprising, Shane. Not that you're smart, because I knew that, but man, I got to tell you, after all these years of watching you and all these death-defying acts we've seen you perform, you just exposed to everyone that you really don't have any balls.
Ballless.
Pretty sure he doesn't care all that much. Ew. Kevin Owens thinks he could just drop the mic and that was it.
I got those and brains, Kevin, but I can see the hostility in your eyes, and maybe the professional decorum tonight isn't working, so perhaps we give a little prelude to what will happen this Sunday.
We're going to get a prelude to
It was
SummerSlam.
like,
Yeah, let's do it.
oh, he's busted that chair.
Well, this is exactly what Shane was talking about. Kevin Owens lost his cool.
There's
Kevin Owens lost it all included.
Elias.
Shane McMahon's buddy Elias. And it's turned into a 2-on-1 situation, but Kevin Owens fighting back. Kevin fighting with everything he's got. Oh, Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon from behind. As plain as day, this was a setup by Shane McMahon. But look at Owens.
Clearly it was a setup.
Owens is teeing up for the quote.
Maybe he just read the situation and he knew it was going to happen. So he's like, I need you, Elias, to be there just in case.
Tearing down the table.
SummerSlam. I mean, if this happens at SummerSlam, Kane could be disqualified.
Ripping all the stuff off the table.
This is exactly
A lot
what
of
Shane
expensive
McMahon was
equipment.
talking about. I'm
Used
trying
to
to
be
get
on
the Shane
big
McMahon,
monitor.
and there's Elias. Elias getting back into the
Back in the day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Elias looking like Randy Savage.
Kevin Owens fending off the threat of Elias.
This is climatic. This is what I was talking about. Oh, Shane took him down.
Takes down Kevin Owens.
Now he's just
Punches and
blasting him in the
punches.
head.
Shane McMahon, such a lethal striker, is always just finding out firsthand.
He's there, Shane.
Best in the world for dispatching Kevin Owens permanently.
Look at that, Steve-ass.
Oh, kick to the face.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Shane just pushed the table over onto him. So now he's kind of pinned a little bit between the barricade and the table. It looked pretty heavy. I mean, Shane kind of
still going to work on the opposite side.
Struggling to get it pushed over there. That guy's like, I don't know who to take pictures of. I can't watch and enjoy the show. I have to use my cell phone. What's going on over here? Jeez, dude.
This could very well happen someday at SummerSlam, and we'll never see Kevin in WWE again.
We'll never see Kevin in
Shane's gonna super kick the chair into his face.
I guess so.
Oh, drop kick the chair into his face.
That's what you want, Sunday! That's what you're getting! Because you are done! You are over! You are over! Winner! You will be done! Out of my life! Out of my life, Shane! Out of my life! Oh, Shane, calm down! Come on! Calm down! Shane, calm down! Come on! Take it easy! Come on! Let's go, Shane! You're going too far! What are you doing? Let's go! You're not going too far! You are going down! Down! No! Come on! Get away from me! Come on! Take it easy! Come on! You've done enough! Let's go! Take it easy!
Shane's a pretty big dude. Well, compared to Owens. But he still looks like he's pretty big. Like his dad.
Shane actually goes to the gym and works out.
His dad was a big dude, too.
And probably eats his vegetables.
Oh, is that? Yes, it is. Is this going to be on just TV? Or is this a movie theater?
No, it's a sci-fi movie.
Oh my gosh.
It's from the Twisted Minds behind Sharknado.
Zombie NATO. That just looks too funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, super kick.
Super kick.
This is too much.
That is too much.
That's too funny.
So now we're going to have to figure out if Kevin Owens is actually going to be in shape for SummerSlam on Sunday.
Be good. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Considering.
I don't see him losing unless he's going to go to Raw or something.
Well, yeah, I guess.
They
But
better not send Kevin Owens to Raw. They'll have nothing on SmackDown at all. They barely have anything now. I mean, you've seen everything they have. I guess they have Roman Reigns. But,
yeah, that's real something to be proud of.
well, they have nothing over there. They have a gimmick heavyweight champion. They have a gimmick female champion. They're tag team. I love their tag team champions. The New Day. I like
Yeah.
that. And that's it. Oh wait, they have the Intercontinental champion. I don't even know who that is right now. Who is it?
I don't know.
Who has the mid-tier belt? I can't even think. Not even a little bit. Who has another belt over there? That can't be right. There's got to be somebody. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
they have
he
to have
has it?
somebody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. Didn't know he had the belt.
And he's pretty good talent. He was better in NXT. He had a pretty good run there against AJ, but they had him lose every single time. It wasn't, I don't know. Sometimes in those feuds, they're just one-sided.
Right.
Doesn't make a lot
I mean,
of
at
sense.
some point, you know, you gotta let the underdog win a couple times.
Right.
Even if it's, you know, Like after 5 times of being beat, they win once or twice, get beat,
probably
win
shouldn't
again.
be wrestling 7 times. 3 or 4 is plenty, but
But it seems like it takes them that long to set up what they want to set up for whatever storyline they're trying to get to.
right. And then by then they've changed the story and they don't know where the finish line is.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes SmackDown. It's funny because if you watch the Raw from last night, it was great.
Yeah.
This SmackDown one is, I mean, that's the best thing that's happened so far. Maybe if it's Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns thing might be nice, but Daniel Bryan's wrestling the New Day here in a minute.
Yeah.
So maybe it isn't him. That wouldn't make a lot of sense to have him wrestle and then be involved in a singles match.
Some weird feudy hate thing.
I mean, just wanting to kill Roman for no reason. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense why you would be so upset with him.
Lock it up, WWE. You're embarrassing yourself with the SmackDown show. And Fox is going to take this and be like, and make this one of their headline shows. It's not going to work. They need something.
Yeah, I don't think there's not enough depth happening.
That's why I think Brock will end up over. That's why I think he's But why would they give him the Money in the Bank and put him on Raw? Why did they just have him take Kofi out and have the title?
Right.
This is all
Unless
I've got.
Vince wants Raw to be this headline show.
I'll be at
still.
SummerSlam.
Which I guess in a way
I'll
he
be
could.
Brock
I mean, he is kind of selfish that way.
He owns both shows.
I know, but it always is. It's kind of like, the redheaded stepchild that nobody likes. But SmackDown.
Moments ago here on SmackDown Live, the Kevin Owens Show fell into complete disarray between Owens and his SummerSlam opponent Shane McMahon. Elias came out to help Shane McMahon. We're caught a stunner for his troubles on top of our desk, courtesy of KO. Yeah, but things would take a turn for the worse for Kevin Owens, courtesy of Shane McMahon, who would absolutely unleash on Kevin Owens. And this is where things started to take a really ugly turn.
Kevin wanted it, right? It's not like Shane invited himself in.
Dumping our announce desk on top of Kevin Owens, pinning, trapping Kevin Owens against the barricade. A sick version of the coast to coast. Shane McMahon driving home the point.
That's what you want, Sunday! That's what you're getting! Because you are done! You are over! You are over! Quitter!
Shane McMahon with a myriad of ways that he can defeat Kevin Owens this Sunday. And we just found out the best in the world will not hesitate to go to any length possible to force Kevin Owens to quit WWE.
I don't see Kevin Owens quitting.
It all happens this Sunday, streaming live on the WWE Network. I can only imagine how this man, Sami Zayn, cooking that
Is it your favorite?
Kevin Owens and Shane.
Absolutely least favorite wrestler of all time.
What? You don't like this movie?
I actually like Kofi Kingston better.
Who would like Kofi Kingston?
SummerSlam challenges.
I don't like him as champion, but I'd rather see him champion. I can't.
I'm excited because he drew out one last week that surprised a lot of people.
Sami Zayn is confident. Phillips, Sami Zayn is a world-class competitor, confident in the challenge that he issued, and it appears that it's been accepted.
Oh, my question is, does Sami Zayn truly realize what he's getting himself into? With a man like Aleister Black, a man who just died, and another fight pick with him?
Sami Zayn lives for the biggest platform he can attain to spread his messages. What better way than to be the one that stops Aleister Black?
What?
You know, last week I came to SmackDown and I offered Aleister Black a gift. I offered him help. I offered him a service. I offered him a match at SummerSlam where I would beat him and expose him and unburden him of all this hype that is surrounding him. Hype that he knows he can't live up to. Well,
And he didn't take you up on that
how
offer?
does old
That's so weird.
Aleister Black respond? Huh? With silence. silence! Instead of responding like a man, he locks himself in a dark room, and you want to know why? Because he's safe there. He's safe as long as he stays dark and mysterious. All you parasites can continue to talk about how cool and how great he is, and that brings him comfort. The truth is, Mr. Pick a
weird
fight
cowboy
with me
outfit in the back.
doesn't want a fight with me at SummerSlam because he knows that when I beat him and I expose him and I get rid of the hype of Aleister Black,
Good to see you back.
he knows it'll all be gone, and that terrifies him. You understand?
Comes your boy.
I don't think he really expected him to like respond. I mean, he figured he'd still be in his little dark room back in the back, hiding out.
But Sammy, this match is not happening at SummerSlam.
It's happening.
No, this match happens now.
Whoa! Oh yeah!
That's all right, Lick. We understand.
I think everybody else forgot about SmackDown. It has not been a very good show.
Right?
A SummerSlam matchup.
Yeah, I think that Travis likes his thing too. Because he likes his look and his style when he comes out like.
Aleister Black is racked with pain and that he's been begging for help, and this pressure, all this hype is getting to him. There's no doubt whatsoever Aleister Black is an incredibly complex.
He came up with Rick. They came together doing it. They were tag teams for
one of the most lethal strikers in the world. While the Sami Zayn has no idea what he's gotten himself into. Now listen, it's one thing to come out here and run your mouth and make claims about a superstar you don't know a whole lot about. It's another to stand face to face with that superstar. And
It's funny, most of his tattoos are like dark and like foreboding or foreboding. And then on one of his arms he has flowers.
5 nights from now, not tonight. This isn't fair to Sammy. Change of plan, Sammy.
It's not fair.
What you gonna adjust?
I don't use that word in sports, guys.
Sami Zayn said he was prepared to offer a gift, a service to Aleister Black by quote exposing him at SummerSlam. I wonder how confident Sami Zayn feels now staring into those eyes. Sami just needs a few minutes to recalculate a game plan of some sort. Sami is a world-class competitor.
Is this gonna really happen? I guess it's really happening.
Well, they rang the bell.
I thought this would be a SummerSlam match.
Sammy was explaining to Aleister this isn't what he was asking for. I mean,
He tried to have it be a SummerSlam,
and now Aleister Black showing off his ability. Are you ready now, Sammy? What does that feel like? I don't know, I've never been hit in the chest with a Louisville Slugger, but I imagine it's something similar. Oh!
He likes to sit down a lot.
Taking the fight to Sami Zayn. This match continues.
They're going to a commercial in the middle of the match.
We're rolling out.
Oh,
They're gonna do.
so
they're gonna do
they're
a
gonna
window
do
and window.
the window off to the side, so we got pit.
So we have no idea what might be being said. So can we commentate like what they're doing? So Sami Zayn's like out there. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. You like kicked me right in the chest.
Aleister's like, I'm coming after you.
I'm gonna get you. All right, I'll
got
punch
it.
you. Ah, I hit you in the head.
All right.
No, dude,
Okay.
stop beating me up.
Sammy's on the ropes.
Oh,
outside.
he wasn't expecting that. Oh, he did it again.
Aleister's kicking
Crap out of him.
Get him in the ring. Aleister's coming in. Zayn got the.
He finally
upper hand.
got some upper hand here. He's kicking him and
Stomping a mud hole in it.
trying to get him all up in the rope there. Yeah.
Aleister's down. Sammy with the right hand. Very methodical. Some flare chops. Woo! Another right hand. Very slow.
Yes.
No action here so far. There we go. Roll off his back. Another strike. Aleister's just using his feet like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mm-hmm. Definitely lots of kicks. What's happening?
Well, they said he's a deadly striker, but I didn't know it was all kicks.
Oh.
Sammy's Gonna have to break that or he's gonna get disqualified. He's going up to the second rope. He's gonna do a spinning DDT. Alistair got out of it. Another kick. Belly to back. Roll up. No.
Ooh.
Sammy blocked it. Brings him down with the swing blade.
And we're
We're
back.
on SmackDown Live with a matchup that Sami
Or
Zayn had
Sling
challenged
Blade.
Aleister Black to originally for SummerSlam. Instead, it's Aleister Black who's tied up with Zayn now. Zayn's done a rather impressive job of weathering the storm, able to adapt mid-match in a match that Sami was not prepared for, was not expecting tonight. You've got to give credit to Sami Zayn for hanging in there with Aleister Black.
Wasn't really expecting it. He was in his wrestling outfit.
Continue to run his mouth all about this.
I'm pretty sure he was expecting
He wears those tights all the time.
Does he?
No shirt and tights.
And he walks around everywhere in those.
He gets kicked out of McDonald's all the time.
Months begging for someone to
Inappropriate.
fight
You have
him.
to wear a
Anyone.
shirt.
So Sami Zayn is stepping
He's like, but I have shoes.
Sami Zayn can pull away Black.
Wrestle
And a
dudes.
kick out. That's why the cover. Another cover on Aleister Black kick out. This is exactly what Aleister Black wanted. This is exactly what Black has been begging for weeks. He wants a fight. Sami Zayn is giving it to
October
Aleister right
22nd.
But you can pre-order it now.
Yeah.
The 20K.
Now, Aleister Black has got to find a way back into this matchup. Sami Zayn is cunning as superstars there is in WWE. And that's what Sami's going to have to rely on, his experience, his caginess inside the ring.
Sami sucks.
Opening moments of this matchup and throughout. Aleister Black is like, oh,
The crowd's chanting Sami sucks.
striker, his hands, feet, elbows, knees, all of backbreaker. That was pretty good there by Zayn. Can it put away Black? No, a kick out, but still a win here by Zayn. Would it?
We still don't know what happened to Roman Reigns yet.
It absolutely would. I mean, for not just Zayn.
He said he's going to find out
SmackDown
tonight.
Live roster. Aleister Black has been so ominous, so threatening.
Yeah, he did
to
issue an
everyone, so
apology,
mysterious.
though, to
It's
Samoa
like, the
Joe
aura
during his
of Aleister
interview.
Black. Aleister Black, when he laid that challenge out, said, I will fight anyone. He knew that. He knew his reputation would be at risk. He knew people might change their perceptions about who he is. And I agree with you, Byron, and that's why Aleister Black is so dangerous. He is that confident in his own abilities. Just not discriminating. Just
Talking
wanting to
about
fight,
the
wanting to
stuff and
compete
the
against
Yeah, that's
best
Caitlyn
on the
stuff being
planet.
fake.
Which Sami Zayn falls
Fake
under
news.
that category.
Trying to drum up some drama in the WWE
Keep
world.
slowing down
For,
Sami Zayn's momentum here in this matchup.
Either
And
that
look
or
out
say
for
fake.
Aleister Black when he
yeah,
gets
well,
going.
yeah, that's a
So hard to stop.
possibility too.
And Aleister Black able to floor Sami Zayn. Big back elbow. In the blink of an eye, Aleister can turn just about anyone's lights out. Oh, there's the striking ability we've been talking about. Oh, running knee finds its mark.
Aleister is back to dominating what's going on in the ring.
Yeah, this is getting exciting.
Aleister Black from the
Whoa.
the moonsault down to Zayn. Graceful agility from the ominous man from Amsterdam. Things are looking bleak for Mr. Zayn. Oh my goodness! Aleister Black nearly put Sami Zayn's lights out. Amy, are you still with us?
I think barely.
Well, the lights are still on.
Well, Aleister's helping him up with his boots. That was nice of him.
Good night.
1, 2, 3.
And done.
Yeah.
Whoa, we knew who was going to win. No way. Sammy was going to win that.
Challenge accepted and another point proven by Aleister Black. Take a look back here at this matchup. Here's what turned it around. Aleister Black, Graves mentioned that the striking ability was on display.
Well, he did show up after the fact.
Yeah.
He did show up after.
Something's got to be going on. We'll find out. I was thinking it's Daniel Bryan because I keep hearing rumors, but Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are
Having a match with the New Day.
For Aleister Black. Here is the lesson in all this. Aleister Black perfectly content to face anyone, but you best be prepared to go toe-to-toe.
I wanted to see Black against Bray Wyatt.
Aleister Black.
They didn't go that way.
But, you know, I mean, there's always a possibility of that in the future.
Sheldon Benjamin, do
seen
you
Shelton
ever see
Benjamin
yourself
in a
competing
while.
for the 24/7 championship?
He's thinking about it. A long time thinking.
Well,
That's no answer. Well,
that as a yes.
Right? Like, I'm guessing that he's positively going to possibly go after the 24/7.
Big E's now officially drank 4 glasses of water, but only complied in 10 seconds. Oh, here's Bray.
Oh, the Firefly Funhouse.
I didn't see this last night.
They didn't have it on here.
You know, my SummerSlam opponent, Finn Balor, is not afraid of anything. And I love that. But just like my good friend Husky's the big boy here, loves to stuff his face with chocolate and other sugary snacks to cover up his insecurities. I'm afraid that Finn's courage is really just ignorance in disguise. After all, he invited the Fiend to his doorstep willingly. Yowie wowie! And I mean, we've hurt for so long now. And I think it's Finn Balor's turn to hurt. The Fiend is coming for him. Let me in.
He's scary. Yeah, definitely love him.
So Luke made the comment that he's saying that Daniel is supposed to be making some kind of huge announcement.
Again? He was supposed to do that last week, wasn't he? Or the week before.
That's what he's saying, that a couple weeks ago he was saying that he was going to make some announcement. But has he ever made the announcement?
I don't think so. He didn't that week. And I'm pretty sure he didn't do it last week, so
That's crazy.
maybe they're having another child. Just kidding. It's supposed to be something with his career.
Oh.
It was speculation, obviously retiring, another injury or something, but he's wrestling, so I don't see that.
Right. Yeah, he's been pretty active, it seems like. So, who knows?
I miss Bray saying, run. Instead of
Let me in.
I don't mind let me in, but he should do both.
Right.
Let me run. His pop is going to be huge because he hasn't come out to the ring yet. I mean, he comes out and he beats up the veterans.
Right.
But, like Mick Foley and Kurt Angle last night. But he's already in the ring. But when he actually is going to make his entrance, the crowd's going to go nuts. Like, the Fireflies, you're going to see cell phones all over. That's literally the match I'm most excited to see.
Right.
And then the rumor is that Finn's leaving for a little bit. He asked for some time off. Because I think he's getting married to a female.
But nobody knows.
No, it's that girl. She does. Does the YouTube stuff for WWE.
Oh.
On the WWE YouTube page, she's the main girl, the brunette. On They've been dating for like 4 years.
Wow.
I
That's
can't
pretty
think of her
cool.
name though, but at least that's the rumor.
So, he said that Daniel really hasn't been wrestling. He's just showing up and then leaving before he makes it. It says something about people doing a lot of people, they might be doing going to 205 Live to save it. That's what Daniel Bryan, I guess It's a rumor that's running around.
That'd be interesting. If they're gonna do that, they need to send Finn Balor and him or something. But that's, I don't know. I guess, does it really need saved, or can they just bring it back up?
Mm-hmm.
They have plenty of time for cruiserweights. I mean, there's just so much talking. They could add the cruiserweight matches in
Right.
to the main roster.
Make it a little more
I
exciting.
like that they have their own channel, their own thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then,
It's saved.
but Luke has to go eat, but he just wanted to say hi and then asked if we're doing NXT.
We can. It starts at 5 o'clock Eastern on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we can do it, yeah. It'll be fun.
And we don't know if it has a pre-show of any kind.
Wait, 5 o'clock Eastern. It's 7 o'clock Eastern.
No, it was earlier in the day. It was 5 o'clock Eastern to Pacific. So it would be 3 o'clock our time. Yes.
It's 7 o'clock Eastern. It's 5 o'clock our time.
That's SmackDown. Or not SmackDown, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam starts at 7 also. But the pre-show starts at 5, which would be 3.
Yeah. I thought it said on the stuff for the NXT on Saturday that it started earlier.
Guys, October 22nd is the day that you
can double check the time.
2K20, the video game. I am so
Or they might
pumped
say it
for
again.
2K20. I'm in the game. Corey's in the game. Corey's in the 2K20 gaming party. And here's Ross, one of the largest of all time, including Hall of Famers. Check it out.
It's a game preview. Nice of them. He said he'll be here whatever time. So I guess she had to crash in on it because it's all men and she's the man. Is that why?
Sorry about your semen.
Problem.
Nice work, man.
The man, I was
Two cover superstars are better than one. 2K officially unveiling Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns as the cover superstars for WWE 2K20. Pre-order now.
No idea, don't ask.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask who this guy
Get your
is.
bands away from my guitar.
Elias. That's my bad, man. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, that's my bad. See, I legitimately thought I was talking to a child. See, I've got this friend, Randy Newman, and he wrote a song, and it goes like this. Short people got no reason to live.
Oh my gosh!
Now listen, little guy. You gotta be at least this tall to step to a star like Elias. You got a problem?
No.
I didn't think so.
He's gonna go interrupt him.
Byron, does Randy Newman have a song about ugly people?
Oh, that's cute.
Speaking of problems, there's only 18.
He can pick on Byron all he wants. He doesn't get
Randy
protection.
Orton and Kofi Kingston this Sunday at SummerSlam. Kingston defends his WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And last week we got to step inside the mind of Viper. Well, this week Kofi Kingston an opportunity to fire back.
Here we go.
You come out here and you brag about how hard you worked for the last 11 years. It's only because of me. Randy Orton says that I got here because of him. I got here in spite of him. I'm not gonna be bullied by anybody. That's why I took a stand.
Kofi Kingston not backing down from Randy Orton.
It is incredibly difficult to find a way to stand out in this company. And in 2009, I was doing just that.
Oh, don't worry, Randy.
I felt like I was breaking through that proverbial glass ceiling. Things were finally starting to click. You know, people were getting behind me.
Kofi Kingston has been unleashed.
Everybody was on their feet. Everybody was cheering. Everyone was chanting my name. I felt like that was the moment that I made it. And I'm unfortunately, that's not really how it worked out. It wasn't enough just to beat me. In his mind, he wanted to humiliate me too. There were always rumors that it was Randy who had used his influence to hold me back. I worked as hard as I possibly could.
It just means you work harder to get what you wanted. You bettered yourself.
Go home every single day and wonder what I wasn't doing. Like, why was I good enough to be here, but not good enough to just get to the next level? Regardless of all of that, I just had to stay positive, keep on grinding. I would like to think that over this 11-year period that I've proven that I am worthy.
A next level performance. The world is believing in Kofi Kingston.
Having to wait 11 years to have a WWE title match made me more resilient. It made me appreciate what it is that I have.
Like he has absolutely no pec muscles whatsoever.
I think they might have detached or something. I don't know how that works. Happened to Scott Steiner.
It is very real. It's the way that I live my life. I really want to inspire people to look at me and see, hey, anything is possible because this guy did it. Wow, he looks like me. He has a story like I do. He came from where I came from. I use my influence to lift people up. Randy Orton used his influence to hold people down. I just feel like by beating Randy Orton, it's vindication. It's a chance for me to prove that I belong.
He said it once, Randy Orton said it like 12 times.
And I hold that WWE Championship high for everybody to see. We'll see what the Super
He's
Bowl
making
is,
his
right?
one time extremely glorious.
I guess. Glorious.
It is one of the most inspiring stories in WWE history. Can a man powered by positivity, Kofi Kingston, take down the 13-time world champion Randy Orton? We find out this Sunday.
You're off by
Kofi
one.
Kingston defends the WWE title against the Viper at SummerSlam.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world famous 6-time champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
Alright, you guys, I think back in the day, Biggie would have rocked it as a member of the Four Tops. You are approximately 51 years old, Saxon. That is the oldest reference I've ever heard in WWE. We're Motown, boys.
They didn't have pancakes yesterday.
Maybe that's why they lost.
Palace of Positivity.
They haven't been given
I like that. I like that.
Kofi
You
comes
feel
out
it?
canceled.
We're on our test flashbacks right now.
He wasn't there last night, but last week he was. He's making snowy.
Introducing first,
Without snow.
the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Big E and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
That poor announcer. Foul up in his face.
As Kofi heads into SummerSlam to
They're gyrating out there.
Don't forget what you're going to say.
Right.
Is shared by his brothers in action, Big E and Xavier Woods. I guarantee you that adulation is not shared by one of these men.
I was going to call him Aaron. AA Ron, but that's not his name.
Right here.
Because he'd be a good AA Ron.
Look how he went it. Now he's just rolling.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan doing work on behalf of the entire
You can go back to the Wyatt.
It's not about pancakes. It's not about positivity. It's about change.
Daniel Bryan's lacking.
The man who lost.
They're like, we know you're Chinese, so we're going to put these really big guys in the
WrestleMania, but Career
Now that I think about it, I think Daniel Bryan lost the World Championship and the Tag Team Championships to the New Day.
Maybe he wants to make it the expense of the New Day here tonight.
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look.
So that's why he takes them extremely.
A tremendous difference maker.
Look at the size of Rowan, an absolute redwood.
So the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the New Day, trying to ride in the momentum of Kofi Kingston, trying to use that inspiration to propel themselves past Daniel Bryan and Rowan here tonight.
In the meantime, Bryan and Rowan look absolutely miserable.
Oh, and it's Daniel Bryan right out of the gates, goes after Xavier Woods.
He is wrestling. So it must not be
Xavier Woods off
injured.
guard.
He's actually doing stuff in the ring.
Bryan this far.
He missed him, though.
Daniel Bryan's
Missed him
a
again.
multi-time world champion. He's one of the most proficient.
That's a real move. So I was waiting to see if they're going to get a real move. Oh, he is right on the road.
Kick by Woods. Nice response from Xavier Woods. Woods now ready for takeoff. Over the top, takes out Bryan. New Day is rolling on SmackDown Live.
Oh, commercial.
Oh,
Dang
without
you,
the mirror
commercial.
thing. Dang it. Picture in picture. Who's that girl?
It's his wife.
That's not Maurice, is it?
Yes.
She got pretty. I mean, she's pretty anyways, but she got prettier.
It was from having a baby. Now they're having another one.
2 babies.
2 babies.
Maybe that's what it's made. She's fluffy. Holy crap, did you see that?
Yes, I saw the boob hanging out of her shirt.
It was cut all the way to here. It's cut all the way to the JJ.
Why is that not surprising?
She was in Playboy.
Why is that not surprising?
She was in that era of the divas that did the... What a tank.
Yes. Everybody wants it.
Sorry.
We got distracted by Stone Cold stuff over people driving tanks over cars. Gets you every time.
But yeah, that whole era of the diva.
Yeah.
They had it started with Sable,
Mhm.
and she did the Playboy, and then Mickie James did Playboy, Tori Wilson did Playboy, Maurice did Playboy. That Maria girl that's pregnant, that was the 24/7 champ.
Mm.
She did Playboy. I'm sure there's other ones that have done it.
I'm sure.
But there's quite a few ladies that have done the Playboy. I don't know if there's any that have done the Playboy that are wrestling now besides Mickie James. But I'm sure that they wouldn't mind seeing a few of them.
Right.
Like Alexa Bliss would probably be a good one. But I don't think she would do it.
Mm-mm. She's too much of a hometown kind of girl.
Mm-hmm. Cleveland. Or Ohio, I don't know. She's from Cleveland. I'm trying to think who else is. Oh, Mandy Rose. I bet she'd do it. Who's the Eva Marie? I think she did some
Didn't she
risque
just do, like,
pictures.
Porn or something?
That's Paige.
Oh.
And that was the homemade porn. That was leaked.
Maybe you shouldn't do it in the day and age where everybody has a camera.
Well, they were recording it.
And
It was a threesome.
you expected him not to show it to everybody?
It was that guy that was just wrestling. Or they're wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Woods and I can't remember the other guy's name. Brad something. It was homemade porn, starring Paige.
And one other guy, and then another guy that I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. But anyways, I've never actually watched it because it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
She's so white. Like it's kind of creepy. It's like on Hot Tub Time Machine. He's like, "You're impossibly black." She's impossibly white. She's like Seamus.
Right.
Hey, that's. Never mind.
90210.
That is 90210.
Yes.
What is that? Are they doing a thing?
Tomorrow on Fox.
Like a reunion? What? Tomorrow at 7 on Fox. I will be there.
And Rowan trying to dismantle the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Big E and Xavier Woods of the New Day.
Ryan attacking that 23-inch arm.
So big.
Right? Otherwise it's so small. And it just looks awkward and weird.
Tag made in comes Woods. And this Sunday, their New Day buddy Kofi Kingston defends his WWE title against Randy Orton at SummerSlam.
That's about what the cord looks like.
Nice. Now Woods got a score victory of his own here tonight.
I'll talk to Xavier Woods and Big E. They'll tell you this is where we always wanted to be. We didn't just want to have
I've seen pictures.
success.
I've never
We
seen.
don't want to be able to pursue our singles aspirations.
I've never seen the
Keep
actual
our union
video.
strong, which they have.
I think it also has to bug Daniel Bryan and Rowan that this is the team that they lost the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
There's one scene that
last month, triple threat match.
she's on top of him, and the other guy's not involved. He's like right there, videoing.
Rowan staring
So
down
they had
Big
two
E now
cameras.
trying to tear apart
His
Xavier Woods.
cell phone and then
You know, the
main
last
camera
year
or
Rowan
whatever.
has only been hit.
So like I said, I didn't
submitted
watch any of the video. I
once.
just saw
You
it.
can probably count on maybe both hands the amount of times Rowan's been taken off his feet. He's an absolute behemoth.
Kick right to the side of the face, and now Woods going after the enforcer of Daniel Bryan.
This is what you got to do against Rowan. You
Start
cannot
taking all the shows around
Oh, trying to shed Xavier Woods. One out for the tag team
SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown.
Woods raining down right
They do that
hands
for
the
the big
forehead of
pay-per-views.
the massive Rowan.
Oh my God!
Body. 300+ pounds behind that one. I think the bulk of Rowan caught Woods in the chin.
That is just disturbing to watch.
Now Rowan into a cover,
not
pressing the
hurt. He
face
did
of the
hit him with
canvas
his
and a
elbow.
kick
I
out.
don't think he
Watch
was
this
supposed
again.
to.
Watch
It was his elbow. It was his stomach.
Sounded like someone getting hit coming across the middle of a football field. That sort of impact from a guy 300+ pounds.
You don't want that guy's hands in your mouth. Yucky.
Brian, you've got to believe somewhere in the back of the mind of
That's
Daniel Bryan and Rowan that they would love a way to mess with the New Day. Kick off Big E and Woods and just making Kofi Kingston's day a little bit worse.
Listen, absolutely. You know, Daniel Bryan hasn't been the same since they lost the tag team title. Since Daniel Bryan lost the WWE Championship.
Moreover, Byron,
He's exactly what the White family needed, him and Luke Harper. I remember when I first seen him, I was like, if they're not almost 7 footers, it's not going to work. And they came out and
that'll last Daniel Bryan a lifetime.
heck yeah. And then Bray's not small. Perfect mouthpiece for the group. It was perfect. Then that's how
of that magnitude
Braun
at the
Strowman
pinnacle
got
of our
started, too.
industry. That will eat at Daniel Bryan.
He
to his
actually never
last
turned
day
on her. He just
That's a great job by Bryan isolating the neck here of Xavier Woods. And Greg, I'll ask you, Danny Bryan's a man who's been in the ring with both Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston. Very
So is the other one on
championship match.
Raw or is he on SmackDown or is he
That's
just...
not wrestling right now. I don't
Oh.
know if he's injured or on suspension. Because I've read
Look
some
at this
different things
bravado
about
applied
him.
by Daniel Bryan, trying to twist the head clean off of Woods' shoulders, keeping Xavier as far away from Big E as possible. And a sharp knee right on the ear.
Wise strategy from Daniel Bryan. Can't discredit what Bryan's been able to accomplish in this match alongside Rowan.
When they first started, it was New Day stuff.
To wear down
Yeah.
Woods and trying to
But
fight out.
they caught on and they were really good.
Valuable seconds, but still a long, long way from Big E.
Woods trying to make up the trying to tag in Big E.
And Bryan trying to drag Woods down, thinking about a lapel lock.
That's away. A great job by Bryan.
It's so close. It's so far away.
Rolling elbow drops Daniel Bryan.
Resist the opportunity now for Xavier Woods.
Get Big E in there.
And get Big E back in this matchup.
So the trick is, you can tell if there's going to be a tag or not. Do you see how Big E had his hand this way?
Yeah.
If they reach over and they have their hand this way, it's a tag. If they turn their hand over, it's a tag.
Goliath
And that tells
throwing
the
out
other
here with
referee
bad
that
intentions
it's
for Xavier
other
Woods.
wrestlers instead of
Sign of the steer.
Right?
Rowan once again
and then it's called the lock.
Secrets of trade is happening.
Yeah, but if you see him going like this,
You know it's fake.
they're not going to tag.
Oh, I know you can't
USA
really
gets
get
real
through
on
it. That's
Tuesday night.
okay.
2 commercials
During this one. And they didn't do the window and window. Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know what's happening right now.
Right.
We just know Maurice is standing there. and that's the Grizzlies, but we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, no tag.
Cool. Interesting.
So now you'll
Tidbits.
notice it a lot.
Right.
Yeah, you've never seen anybody tag like this. It just doesn't.
Well, that seems right. Either that or they tag them when they're not paying attention.
Yeah, they'll tag themselves in, and they have a They have a lot of fatal 4-ways and 3-way matches anymore because of this commercial break stuff. Vince doesn't like this, but yet he's in charge and he's allowing it.
But he is allowing it. Like he said, I'm not going to do that anymore, and they've done it in Raw and SmackDown.
In my opinion, why not do the picture-in-picture with every commercial? Because there's no way that, like, a lot of people, at least in my day, you would take the remote and turn it during a commercial and then try to catch it on the way back.
Right.
So you're not going to turn it if the match is actually on. Right?
Yeah, if you can actually see what's happening.
You're going to keep watching. But that's just me. Maybe not everybody changes channels like I do. But I mean, I don't do it that much anymore.
I don't know, most people I am around do the same thing. Like, and they lose interest. It's like all of a sudden and a lot of it has to do with how long the commercial breaks are.
Right. If they're too long, I'll forget what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like
you'll forget. Like, what? Was I there? What are we doing?
What's that one channel that used to do that? Family or whatever used to do that.
Oh my gosh, yes. They had like 10-minute commercials. I swear they had 10-minute commercial breaks. And I was like,
you lose interest, and that's
like,
what
are we
watching? I think that's what's happening with, I just figure if you just leave it up, the advertisement's still going to be there. You're still going to want this candy bar, right? If it's just over here further.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just wondering if the advertisers don't like it.
Maybe, possibly. But, what we have seen, even when they did the picture-in-picture for a couple of those matches, that you didn't hear what was going on in the match, so we had no idea what was going on. But the commercials were blaring at you, telling you all this stuff. Right. Which, I mean, granted, you're... because what we're doing, I was more interested in the picture rather than I was what was happening in the commercials.
Right, but I'm doing that now anyways. I don't know what's happening.
Right.
Commercial. I'm not going to remember every commercial anyways.
Well, and we'll be behind. So with the picture, we could at least keep up with, who was tagged in at the time. Because right now, I don't even remember, who was tagged in.
Daniel was wrestling
Xavier
because they're looking for the hot tag.
Right. But I think that
and then
he fell out.
Aaron came in and then knocked.
Right, and then it went to commercial. So, those are the kind of things that you kind of sit there and go, what? So for somebody who wants to change the industry and change it so that his stuff is a spotlight, I don't know if this is really the best way that he's going about it.
Well, he's going to have major competition. When it's right here. We'll find out our time.
Showing live on the WWE Network this Saturday at 7 Eastern.
4 Pacific.
I thought it was 5.
As always, WWE Network is free for new subscribers.
7 Eastern.
And before SummerSlam weekend, SmackDown Live continues. What a main event! Big E and Zane Owens for SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Trying to repel the attack of Daniel Bryan and Rowan. We'll get a chance to make a tag right now.
So Baby Dave ran around the ring a couple times. Oh, he finally got tagged in. Belly to belly.
Belly to belly.
Belly to belly.
Release suplex.
Big E showing why he is a game changer.
3 of them. Oh, that's another non-release.
Third belly to belly, and Big E is starting to feel it. Yeah.
Doing his thing.
On the move.
Ooh.
It's a big guy falling on you.
The New Day brother Kofi Kingston defends his WWE title Sunday at SummerSlam against Randy Orton.
Dude, J-Rock.
It is over. Danny got out of it.
Oh!
Great move by
Drop
Daniel
kick to the
Bryan.
leg.
Brilliant. The quickness of Daniel Bryan. Unmatched in-ring
Daniel's
IQ
beat
going
Big E a
straight
few times.
to the only thing that can be considered a weakness on a powerhouse like Big E. A long history of
It's
problems for Big E, and now, oh, that massive chest lit up by Daniel Bryan.
I really call it yes kick. What Miz calls an it kick.
And a kick out by Bryan. Oh, and it's another submission. The power of Big E. This will tear your knee apart. Daniel Bryan
That's a horrible type of submission. How would you even get? You'd have to use so many core muscles to get out of that.
There it is.
Oh, he's going to use a different one on him.
Daniel Bryan cranking with everything he's got in his being. Now Big E's trying to try himself to the bottom.
I think he fell out of the ring. Somebody hit him. Someone was crying.
Closer.
He's already broken. Big E's strong.
He's so incredibly powerful.
Oh.
A pinning predicament. Daniel Bryan's looking for a triangle. He can pass the massive boulder-like shoulder of Big E. Underneath chin, this triangle can be completed. Daniel Bryan, oh my God.
Wow. Right?
Oh.
1, 2.
Oh. At the last second.
So it got a little bit more exciting. Just broken up by the
Now, if you're
commercial
Big E,
break.
you got to know you have Daniel Bryan right where you want him. Bryan trying to get to the corner of the tag.
Why are they
Rowan rolls
still
out on the apron. Big E trying to prevent a tag. Trying to beat down Daniel Bryan to win this match. Big uppercut from Bryan. And now it's Eric muscle versus muscle. What
They're
a
outgrown
spin kick by Rowan. Cover. All right, Big E kicked out.
Is this for the title?
Tremendous agility.
I don't remember him saying that it was
taking
for
down
the
Big E
title.
with a spin kick. Rowan, that possessed look in his eyes. Oh boy. Oh my God. Big E's nearly 300 pounds. Able to slide through tag made to Xavier. I don't know if Rowan saw the tag. Oh!
Missile
How
clothesline.
often do we see that? Now Woods.
Woods is all the
Going
way
to
up
the top
top.
floor.
That's a long way away.
Ready to
Lost his
strike.
hair tie.
That is a long, long way.
Oh!
Get him with
Wow.
that. 1, 2. Bryan
Interference.
Just in time, Bryan saves the pinfall. The last possible second. Here comes he.
Oh! Now they're out.
Risking his body
Spear
in the
to the
process.
floor.
Big E. It tore Daniel Bryan in half in the process. Here comes Woods.
Oh, no.
With the steel stairs.
Eric hit him with the stairs.
That's a disqualification.
Then he just hit
with the steel ring stairs.
Big E with the
Jerry, the rules don't matter anymore.
It don't matter now. He can do whatever he wants, right?
Absolutely ferocious from Rowan. Oh, now Daniel Bryan.
Hi, Gecko Gaming.
Defenseless.
Hey. I think that's
Thanks for stopping by.
Delicious. Daniel
watching some wrestling.
Sent a clear message to the New Day.
Yeah, it was just brutal because they were disqualified, so now they're just beating him up. Bro, this guy.
Daniel Bryan directing traffic. There's Enforcer Rowan. Xavier Woods can barely stand.
good deal, bud. Appreciate it.
And now lined up for the running knee.
Ooh.
Daniel just took out Xavier with a running knee.
He was being extremely brutal at this point. It's like worthless fighting now.
I'd say they succeeded.
Both of the New Day are just laid out.
Maybe Bryan and Rowan just dispatched Big E and Xavier Woods.
Well, you had to get dispatched too if you were hit with
Here we
some
go.
steel stairs.
See if Roman gets attacked.
Who's going to do it? We know it's not Bryan because he's in the ring. Ooh, it's the male locker room. Ooh, we're following them into the male locker room, everybody. Close your eyes.
No, buddy, you sit down. You ain't going nowhere.
Buddy.
Ow.
Buddy Murphy. Huh.
I saw you were there. Now I want to know if you did it.
Did what?
Did what? Did you drive the forklift? Were you around it? Were you in that car that tried to hit me last night?
don't know what you're talking about.
Now you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, let's just put it out there. I saw the footage. I saw you in that hallway, so that makes me assume that you did it, or you know exactly who did it. So tell me who did it.
I'm not lying to you, I promise. I don't know who did it.
All right. I'm gonna ask you one more time. If you don't give me the answer I want,
He's going gangster.
it's not going well.
He's got big ol' arms.
Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. Do not want any trouble at all. I don't know who did it. But if I did, I still wouldn't tell you a damn thing.
Ooh, I don't think he likes Roman. Roman might just knock him upside the head. He did. He smacked him hard.
Oh, he's fighting back.
Ooh, they're fighting in the men's locker room.
Oh, those are wraps. I'm like, what were
Sure
those?
you don't want to
I
tell
thought
me?
they were Alexa's.
Water bottles and wraps.
Roman snaps.
Roman's having fun.
Maybe it was Roman.
You talking about Daniel Bryan and Roman?
I didn't see Daniel Bryan. I just saw Rowan.
Oh, so you were kind of close. You like have this situation almost. Oh, you were like this close. These close. Uh-oh. Daniel's gonna be like, what the hell, dude?
I don't know. I think Daniel's at all.
I don't know. Look at his face. I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's in on it.
Is that it?
I don't know.
That's all.
Maybe.
Presented by
So is there going to be a SummerSlam showdown between them?
Maybe.
Will be like a handicap?
A good possibility.
Now, is Aleister Black not wrestling at SummerSlam now because he just beat Sami Zayn? These are questions that need to be answered.
I don't think they're going to get answered tonight, though. Because I know I don't have the answers. Maybe people out there in the wrestling world have the answers.
We should probably do a prediction show this weekend. We're going to do NXT at 7 o'clock Eastern, and then we will be here for SummerSlam at 5 o'clock Eastern for the whole thing. So tune in. I appreciate you guys. I want to thank you for watching
And thanks for stopping by.
Wrestling Gab. I appreciate it. Thank you.